Good morning, welcome to Pilates. We're using a ball today. Have a band close by and let's work through some lovely movements to get you going for the rest of the week. So let's start with our feet together, toes out, heels behind your toes, soften through your knees and just hold the ball against your belly and breathe, roll through the shoulders. Just a gentle up, back and down, right the way back and down. Feel the shoulder blades pressing down behind you. And feel that openness through the chest, through the collarbones. And breathe. Soften through the knees. Feet are weighted through both of your feet evenly. And your bottom, your pelvic floor pulled in, bottom tucked under slightly. So you've got a long neutral spine, and then just hold it there. And I want you to pull the chin back and just lift through the crown of the head. Lift and then relax, let it go. And then go again. So draw the chin back, lift through the crown of the head, and it's literally a couple of centimeters difference, as you can see, as I pull and rise, literally the top half of your body. So pull the chin back, lift the crown of the head, squeeze the shoulder blades back and down, and then let go. Okay, soften through the knees, take the feet a bit wider, so walk them out, and let's just drop the ball just a little way. We're not going too far, too fast. We're just mobilizing, we're just getting a little bit warm. Just up. That's it. Weight through both the feet evenly. Toes are slightly out. Put the weight into the whole foot if you can. Breathe. Lovely. Keep going. Lovely. Okay. Hold it up. Hold up, send the hands behind your head, keeping those elbows high. Lift and lower, go again. So keep the hands up, bend at the elbows, drop the ball behind you, lift and go again. So a little tricep stretch. And just work through that movement in your own time. Up, up, up. So your arms are close to your ears as you bend those elbows. Try and keep tension on through the pelvic floor. Lovely. And just a couple more. Okay, relax those shoulders down. Relax down, bring the feet in a little bit, and we're just coming into a little reach and press. So soften through the knees. We're going to lift the arms up, bend the knees, and then just take the ball over a little bit further behind you. And then up, drop down, relax, rest, and let's go again. So it's a gentle, slow movement. Lift and almost press. Bend the knees and take the arms slightly further back for a lovely back extension. Come, and you're not holding it there very long. Come down. So we lift, press, bend the knees, lean back. Like really brace the core there to protect your back. And down. Don't hold your breath. Lift, press, bend the knees, reach back, come up and down. So literally a moment in that back extension, brace the core, and then let's roll out through the shoulders again. Fabulous. Let's bend through the knees and just swing the ball side to side. So soften those knees. Take your eye gaze with you, just working through the upper body, the waist. And we'll come back to this kind of movement later when we're seated. So, and the ball just comes to the hip. Send that elbow behind you back a little bit more. then you should already be feeling a bit warmer. Fabulous. Lovely. Okay, hold the ball into your chest now. So take the feet should be slightly wider than hips and toes are out. We're going to press our hands on the ball so my fingers are off the ball. I'm not wrapping my fingers around, my fingers are off. I'm pressing into that ball. And I'm going to take a gentle small squat and then rise. At the top, squeeze the bottom, press the bottom back, knees bend, rise, squeeze the bottom at the top, lower down. Lovely. So take your time here. Press through the feet as you press up again. So as you come down, knees bend, bottom back, weight should be in your heels. And just think about your technique. So small movements with great technique is better. So eye gaze just follows, it tracks down and it goes slightly down, maybe to the corner edge of the room, rather than, it's not a bend forwards. It's like a concertina. Knees should be out over the toes. Check where they are. If you've got pain in your knees, you might need to just take, so we shouldn't be kind of here. It's not like a plie. It's wide and bend. So if you feel that pressure in your knees, take your feet a little bit wider. Lovely. Fabulous. Bring the feet in, walk them in. To neutral again. Bring the hands a bit lower onto the belly and let's come into that squat again. This time we press the ball forwards. So not too far. And I want you to make sure the ball goes forwards and not down. So forwards, forwards. So it's not kind of going up, it's just going in front of you. Make sure in this position your knees stay over your toes again. Lovely. And you don't need to go too far down. Remember, technique over depth for now. A little squeeze. Okay. Are we all right? Have a rest, because we're just going to add on a bit then. Just pump those heels. Okay, so feet back in neutral. We're going to come into a squat, send the ball forward, come onto the toes, lift up with the heels lifted, lower down, ball in. I'll show you from the side. Squat down, ball pushes out, come onto the balls of the feet, rise, heels down, ball comes in. Go again, down, press out, weight forwards, push up, heels down. You keep going. I'm just going to open the door because it's a bit warm. Oh, got leaves coming in. How does that feel? Toes, balls of feet, up, 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 down. Couple more for me if you can. Lovely. And rest it out there. Just walk through the feet. Bend those knees and have a little walk out. Excellent. Stay in with the squats just for a moment. Let's walk out the toes, just one step each and then turn the toes out. So just slightly wider than hips. Or it's up to you. If you want to go even wider, you can. We're going to squat down and hold. Hold, hold. Lift through the chest. So if you feel like you're bending forwards, lift up. We're going to lift one heel, drop it down. Lift the other heel, drop it down. Squeeze through the ball. Breathe. Lift and lift, lift. Squeeze the bottom. Great for thighs, this is. Thigh strength, core strength. Pull the belly in. So I'm not moving, I'm just lifting my heel. My weight stays central if you can. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and pull up. Oh, and shake it out. Grab a drink if you need to. We're going to start making our way down to the floor. That's my little squeaky water bottle that you've probably heard. Okay, so we're going to roll down, but we're going to roll over an imaginary big fat ball. So pressing the ball over that big ball. And then as you come down a little bit, you can roll the ball in and pull up. And we go again. So press the ball up, 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 over. So stretching through the top of the body, the back of the body, over that ball. So you get to a point, roll the ball back in and pull up. And keep going. Press over. Big stretch through the ribs, the back, the spine. But it also opens out through the shoulder blades, the back of the shoulder blades. Press up, over, down, and in. And then we come into a traditional roll down. So you know what to do here. So stand up tall, pull everything in, then we drop the head. The ball hangs away as we roll down. The ball is away from the body. Take your time. So just let your body melt down towards the floor. You can have a little rest at the bottom if you like, if you need a little stretch, or if you want to stretch out the backs of the hips. And then we roll up. Use the muscles in the belly. Pull everything in through the core muscles to lift at the top. Roll the shoulders and go again. So take your time here. Roll down. Head hangs heavy. Now I sleep on my tummy, so this is nice for me to stretch my back. This is the opposite way that I lie, so I'm stretching it out. In forward flexion, we call that. So lift, roll the shoulders back and down. Go again. Drop the head, the chin. Hands are away from the body, from the legs. Press your weight onto the ball at the bottom if it's easier. Just have a little rock and roll. And then we're coming up. Last time. And we're going to just hold it down. So, hands come down. Rest the hands, like the heels of the hands, on the ball. Just take your weight onto the ball. So the heels don't lift, but the weight transfers onto the balls of the feet. And just rock and roll forwards and back. And then we're just going to straighten one leg and bend the other knee. So we're bending the knee, straightening the other knee. Just gently to start with. Just bend and straighten. Hamstring stretch. Wonderful hamstring stretch. If you want to bring the ball closer to your body, you can. And then I want you to start pressing the hip out to the side as you straighten that leg. Straighten the knee, press the hip out to the side. And then lift the tail a little bit more. Swap sides. So try it. Straighten the leg, press the hip out to the side, and then lift the tail. Bend, straighten, press to the side, and lift. Keep going. And really lovely hip stretch, hamstring stretch, back stretch. Lift, press. And a couple more times. Okay, hold it there. We're holding down. This time we're going to just have one hand on the ball. So just alter the position of one hand on the ball. The other hand, the elbow leads out. So we lift that arm up. Now you can stay with the elbow, just lifting. Take your eye gaze with you, or you can add the arm. So the whole arm lifts and your eye gaze comes
to the ceiling, following the hand that's in the air. Reach, reach, reach. Keep those knees soft. Lower the hand. Take your time. If you want another hamstring stretch, have a little press and roll. Otherwise, the other hand comes on the ball. Lift the elbow. Take the eye gaze with you and extend the arm so the hand lifts to the ceiling. And you'll find that the opposite knee is slightly more bent than the other knee. Come down, and we're going to change sides. So take your time. Lift, lift. Reach a little bit more. Eye gaze follows. You don't have to extend the whole arm. If you've got a bad shoulder, that can be just a little bit too much. And then let's do one more on each side. Lovely. And then we're going to walk that ball out. Take your hands onto the floor, knees down, and come into a child's pose. So you're on the floor. Lovely. Fabulous. And just hold it there. Big fat stretch. Big stretch. Wiggle through the hips if you need to. Really try and press the bottom down towards the heels. Send the hands away in front of you. And try and drop the head to the floor. And just press. And feel that extension of the whole body. And then just come up. We're going to sit for a moment. Come into a seated position. You can see all my notes. Doesn't matter. Are we okay? All nice and mobile? Good. So let's sit on our sit bones. And sometimes we use the ball, but we're going to use the ball in our hands to start with. So take your feet wide and sit forwards and just shift any flesh if you've got any. And then we're just going to start to roll the ball away. Just keep the chin lifted so we're not rounding through the spine, and roll it back. It's like a hinge from the hips. Soften through the thighs and soften the ankles and the toes. So relax the toes. We want to take that tension away from the legs. We're just in a little spine stretch again, but in a slightly different position. So roll out and roll back. Lovely. So we're just going right directly in front of us. Okay, now we're going to roll out towards one foot. So roll the ball, it kind of goes along the length of the inside of your leg and come up, roll again to the inside and rolling back. Keep going. And then let's come to the other leg. So just roll in to as far as you can comfortably go, whilst keeping that lovely spine, lovely neutral, strong spine, without dropping your head. So you're not dropping your head, you're not rolling through your spine. We're kind of leaning forwards, and eye gaze is about to your heel. So that means that we stretch through the backs of the legs still, rather than not. Okay, come to the other side. Take the ball on the outside of your leg and see if you can push it away to the diagonal. You might have to just use one hand. So press away, pull it back. Let's stay on this side. You can use your other arm to counterbalance. So pressing away. Use your fingers as well to walk that ball away. Press away and pull back. Lovely. Press away,
reach, 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 and pull back. Can you feel that underneath? You might not, you might feel that into the lats. Try and press the bottom down so you're not lifting up on the opposite cheek. Press, press. Lovely, and bring back in. We're going to go on the other side. So take the ball on the outside of the hip, use your other hand to counterbalance and just start small, walk away and bring it back in. Walk away. Remember that, lovely. So lift the chest as you bend forwards. I think that's the best way to describe it. So you're hinging, you're pressing the bottom down on the opposite side so you're not lifting and you're keeping your spine in a neutral position. Press, press and pull back. Press, press and pull back. Lovely, and bring it in. Okay, still in seated, we're going to take that ball behind us, around, so quite nice. Now, think spine again. So it's quite easy to just bend and allow our spine and our posture to collapse. So lift, notice the difference, and then I want you to take it as wide as you possibly can. So take your time, wide, even at the back. Open out the shoulders. You can go low down if it's uncomfortable. Round, really opening out those shoulders. And then let's go the opposite direction. So around, swap, and around. Lovely, keep going. Excellent. Fabulous. We're going to reach up again. So both hands onto the ball. We're going to reach up. We're going to keep hold of the ball with one hand. The other hand circles and holds on. Opposite hand pushes back and holds on. So let it brush backwards, hold on, brush back. I'm just watching you. How do you feel? How's that, Sue? If you need to drop it lower, you can. If you need to drop the ball lower, you can, so that you're not having to hold the ball as high. But it's great to get some mobilization through our shoulders. Okay, and let's go in the opposite direction. So drawing the hand down and over, down and over, down, rather than backwards to start with. Back and over the top, if you know what I mean. Lovely. Down and down, and hold it there. Bring the ball down, roll out those shoulders and just have a little neck stretch. So drop the ear to one side and just hold it there, and then lift. Let's drop the neck to the other side and lift. Okay, little dumb waiter. So we're going to hold the ball in both hands. We're going to bring the ball to the belly, squeeze the shoulder blades back, 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 and then open, send to me. Pull back, 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 send to me, relax. This time we're going to pull back, take the ball in one hand, elbows stay in, and we open out the hands. Bring the hands back in, relax. Send the arms forwards. Pull back, squeeze the shoulder blades, ball in the other hand, both hands come out, palms are facing up. Hands come in, relax, send the ball forwards. Okay, pull back again, sit upright, ball in the other hand, palms up, elbows stay really tucked in, keep breathing, and in and rest for a second, send the ball away, pull back, open, both hands. Okay, we're going to stay in this position and we're just going to swap hands, open. So we're keeping that, the shoulders pulled, the shoulder blades pulled together. We swap hands, palms face up. We keep breathing. Try and relax your thighs because mine's kind of quickly tensed up. Breathe. Breathe. Squeeze those shoulder blades. And last one, and pop the balls down and just round through the spine, drop the head. That's quite tough, do you think? So real focus into the shoulder blades, arms, fronts of shoulders. Fabulous. So we're going to pop the ball into the lower back. And we're just going to come into some gentle sit-ups. See how you get on. And we're going to pop it in the lower back. So you're kind of half sat up, bend through your knees. And we're going to take the hands forwards. And we're just going to lift our bodies off the ball slightly and lower. So it's a gentle lift and lower. So you're bracing through the core. Your shoulders are off. You're going to lift just a few inches. If it's quite tough, send your legs away, and that'll add length, add leverage to your body, and it's not quite so hard to lift up. Lift and lower, lift and lower. So a little sit up, but supported by the ball. Lift and lower, lift and lower, and hold it there. Take the ball out. Then we're going to lie right on your back. So go onto your backs, pop the balls behind your knees and give them a hug. Oh, I'm on my mic. Hang on a minute. So balls behind knees. It's quite difficult to do both, behind both, but hug your knees in. Big round of the back, round of the spine. Fabulous. And then we're going to pop the ball in between the knees. Drop the feet down to the floor for a second. And all we're going to do for a moment is squeeze the knees, and we're going to straighten one leg. So point the toes, straighten the leg. So the toes are pointing up towards the ceiling, the corner of the ceiling. And then drop that down. Keep that squeeze on, straighten the opposite leg and lower down. So squeeze and point and squeeze and point. Lovely. Keep going. Squeeze and point. And you might get a little squeak. I've got a squeak going on, and then hold it there. So bring the feet back towards the bottom, squeeze the knees together and roll up into a bridge. So you know what to do. Start with your pelvic tilt, feel the spine press into the floor as you lift slowly. Come right up. Well, you can go in phases, so start smaller, lower down. Pelvic tilt, press the spine, peel off. Brace the belly and gently roll down. So in your own time, try and get some height then. At the top of that bridge, I want you to really press the hips up to the ceiling, squeeze through the glutes, squeeze the bottom and lower down, slowly peeling the spine right back down again, and take your time. Squeezing the ball between the knees all the time. Lovely. At the top, we're going to hold. So a big squeeze. And then we're going to drop, we're going to lower and relax one side of the bottom. So relax the buttock and squeeze up. And then relax the other side. Squeeze, press the hips high. Lower down the other side. Big press, squeeze high, higher, higher. And then relax the other side. Big press. Relax, press, relax, press. And then we're going to hold it up, tiny little presses, tiny little presses, tiny, keep squeezing the ball between your knees, tiny little presses, keep going, and 4, 3, 2, 1, roll down. Hug your knees into your chest. Hug, hug. Lovely. Okay, we're going to pop the ball. Ooh, 2 secs. We're going to pop the ball under your bottom. So You kind of want your bottom to be in a little pelvic tilt. So it's just under the tail really, so that when you lift your legs up in a moment, it's going to feel quite nice and supportive. So we're going to come into half tabletop and then full tabletop, and just hold here. Hands can come down, fingertips into the floor to support you, and we're going to keep that 90-degree angle in the knee, and we're going to keep one leg nice and still, relax off the feet, relax the toes, and one leg pops down, hinging from the hip, touch the toes on the floor and bring it back to the starting point. Other side. So slowly, this is a slow movement. You're keeping that bend in the knees, you're not kind of bringing the feet to the bottom, that you're tapping quite far away because that knee is bent. Slowly, slowly, and you've got a little bit of a wobble from the ball, probably. Brace those muscles in the belly to really stabilize you. If you want to take your hands off, you can. That'll work your core even more. You can pop your hands on the opposite shoulders. Take your time. You could take your hands up to the ceiling, it's up to you, but take your time. Slowly. Keep that bend in the knee. Just working gently through those movements. Then we're going to come into alternate. So we're going to drop one. As that one lifts, the other one comes down. So you're going to be more wobbly because you've not really got anything to, you've got more movement through the body. Keep pulling those the abs in. Make sure you're tapping away. Make sure your feet haven't come closer to your body. Lovely. If you've not let go, maybe hover your hands or lift your hands. Try it. Lovely, okay. Come back to tabletop, hug the knees in. Keep the ball there. Breathe. And we're coming back to tabletop, so full tabletop. This time, I'm going to put my hands on the floor. We're going to bend one knee. We're going to tap one foot to the floor. We're going to slide that foot along the floor. We're going to lift with a straight leg and then bend it back into tabletop. Other side, so we're tapping down still. We're sliding the foot away, full extension, lift and kick up towards your face, back to tabletop. So just one at a time. Drop, slide, kick into tabletop. Drop, slide, kick into tabletop. Keep going. So what you get here is a lovely stretch of the front of the hip, and you get a little squeeze as you kick towards your body, towards your face. Tap down, extend, kick up, tap down, extend, kick up. Lovely, keep going. Excellent, last one. And then let's go in the opposite direction. So we're going to kick up, go over, extend the foot, tap down, bend the knee, back to tabletop, I have to think there. So it's a kick towards the face, a long leg taps down towards the floor, slides up, back to tabletop. So kick, extend that long leg, tap down, back to neutral, kick, over. So you're like making a big circle with the toes, but in the opposite direction. How are your hip flexors? Oh, mine are squeaking a little bit. Keep going. Maybe one more. Ooh, kick. It's a bit of brain gym as well. And then take the feet away. Maybe take the feet wider.
press the hips up just a little bit, so you're lifting your bottom off the ball, lower down. Feet are wide, knees try and stay wide. Lift the bottom away just a little bit and squeeze the glutes back on. Relax, rest, squeeze away and lower. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. Fabulous. Good. One more leg work with the ball. So lift the knees into tabletop and let's go for a cycle. Tum-ti-tum. So not too big. So bring in one knee to the chest and then the other, point the toes and extend and cycle. So if it's making your back ache, take your feet high, okay? So almost above you, because if your back's fine, we're going to drop the feet gently lowering, cycling down, and then we're going to bring it up to the top above you. Point the toes and really stretch through those legs, lowering down and lifting. And then we're going to reverse. So pull the foot back into a reverse cycle. It feels a bit odd, but we've got to reverse. And then we lower down if you're able to. And it feels like not such a circle. It feels quite clunky. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Lower and lift those legs if you can. And then up to the top, bring those knees in, hug them into your chest, or do what you need to do to just relax off the hip flexors. Actually, a good stretch is, let's pop the feet on the floor one at a time, extend through the legs. So just rest onto so your kind of bottom's on the ball, your legs are extended. Let's take one arm overhead, bring the other arm down by your side, and let's swap arms. So like a little soldier, thumbs come towards the floor and the little finger comes down towards the floor by the side of your body. So overhead by your side while you're having a little stretch of the hips. Lift and lower, and then gracefully dismount off the ball. And then we're coming onto all fours. So have a rest, grab a drink if you need to. Oh, we didn't do the bridge with your feet on the ball. Never mind, I'll let you off. Okay, just hook myself up again. So we're coming into 4-point kneeling. So take your time, onto all fours. And let's just settle there. So knees are under hips, have the ball just in front of you, hands under shoulders. And I want you to focus on bringing the centre of the palms up. So just draw the centre of the palms up and just feel it release. Pull up, lower down and release. So it's just that, just the work through the hands. And release, small movement. Okay, and then we're just going to make a circle with your shoulders over your wrists. Small circle. So the weight transfers to the outside of the finger, the pinky finger, around the top to the outside of the other pinky finger. Pull back a little bit and lean forwards. As we get older, wrists might not be so comfortable. So fingers facing forwards for now. And we just make that circle. And then let's reverse the direction. Excuse me. reverse, reverse. Lovely. And then let's go back, let's pull back a little bit, and then let's send the weight forwards. And you need to bend your elbows a little bit. Go, pull back and send the weight forwards. Okay, slight change. Turn the hands, the fingers out, 10 to 2. And then let's circle again. Does that feel better or worse? Or is it okay? So taking a circle, think shoulders. So shoulders come over one hand, over one wrist. They lean forwards to the other wrist, back and around. And then we're going to reverse direction. Pull back. And circle. Lovely. Okay, while we're here, bring the fingers forwards. We're going to take the ball into one hand. Try and keep that weight onto the wrist. So just because you're on one hand, try not to pull back. We'll have a little stretch shortly. We're going to send the ball forwards and then bring it back in. Send it forwards, try and tuck the belly in. So think about strong spine, strong core. That shoulder will be tired. Push the shoulder away from the ear. And then we're going to bring in the opposite leg to the arm. So we lift the ball away in front and the toes slide back, squeeze the bottom, press. It's more of a press away. So press the foot away. And so we're not lifting. I don't want you to bend the knee and lift. I want you to press, press, press away. And with that, you get a lovely long leg and opposite. Okay, we're going to take the ball to the diagonal. So start with the ball to the diagonal, reset the shoulders. We were not going to be here for long, so you can rest out. And then send the opposite foot away. So with diagonal pointer, knees come in, press away, knees come in. That's it. Keep everything tight, press that shoulder away. Can you do one more? And then sit back on the heels, bottom, and let's stretch out those wrists. So just roll out the wrists. Oh, how does that feel? It's horrible. One way and then the other. Okay, let's take the fingers. So fingers point down to the floor and just gently bring in the wrist. And then let's change sides. I know for me that's quite uncomfortable, but it's really important that we practice, that we get these movements in, and then roll out one more time. And we've got to do the other side. So come back onto the wrists, take the ball in the other hand, start by sending the ball away in front, sliding it back. Check through your body, shoulder away from ears, belly pulled in, bottom tucked under slightly, and then we add in the leg extension. Press and really feel that length between the ball and the toes. Ball and toes. Press, press. Try not to let your body collapse as you get tired. And then let's go to the opposite. Not opposite, sorry, to the diagonal. Press away. Bring back. Press away. Bring back, press away. You do one more. And then sit back in child's pose. Roll out your wrists and just have a moment. Do what you need to do. Just stay there for a few moments. Okay, we're coming onto our sides. So just a few more moves left. Onto our sides, and we're going to take the ball in that top hand. So if you can, we're going to lift
the hips off. We're going to take this ball and we're going to thread it through. We're going to come up and out. If you're able to, lift up to the ceiling or make that smaller, just pushing the ball away and lift the elbow if it's too much. Really try and press that shoulder away from the ears again. So a little side work. Lovely. Strong shoulders. Sorry, it's more wrist work. Lift and thread. Lift and thread. Lovely. Great. Can you hold it up? Hold that ball up. Hold it up, and then we're going to lower the hips, lift up. Lower the hips, lift. So it's a little drop and press, drop and press, drop, press, and lovely, thank you. Drop and press, drop, press, 2 and 1, and then lower down. Let's change sides. If you need to adapt, if it's your bad side, then don't come onto your knees. Just stay on your hip, and it just takes that pressure off, okay? So we come in, so take the weight through the heels of your hand, lift the hips off. So you're kind of just resting on one knee, open if you can. Thread that ball through, eye gaze follows, lift and open and through. Ooh, lift and open and through. Keep going, keep breathing. Big stretch at the top. Open out that chest, shoulder. Lovely, keep going. And let's go one more, then we're going to hold up. Hold up. Then we're going to lower the hips, squeeze. Lower and squeeze. Lower, squeeze. Lower, squeeze. 3 and 2 and 1. And come onto your into a sitting position. Take your legs wide again. Lovely. Just rest out there. Okay, send your hands behind you. Just relax in this position. Fab. Take your eye gaze up to the ceiling. And while your eyes are still looking up, take your eye gaze to the side, so you're like in a little rainbow. So you're looking over your shoulder. Lift, eye gaze to ceiling, and then dropping to the other side. Lift and roll. Lift and roll. Lift and roll. Lovely. And then we're going to lie down. So lie down. I was going to do under your, I was going to do front, doesn't matter, we've done enough. Lie down wherever you want to be. It's quite nice to have the ball under your head sometimes if it's not too fat. And we'll come into relaxation. And it's all wintry out there. Take your time. There's no rush. A little bit of relaxation to finish with. So, think length in your body. And sometimes it's nice to really press your toes away, squeeze your fingers, make a fist, crunch your shoulders up. Everything's tight. Your thighs are tight, your bottoms are tight, your belly's tight, everything's squeezed in, and then just let it go. And we're going to do that one more time. So squeeze the toes, the hands, make a fist, crunch up your shoulders, squeeze your face together, teeth clench, draw everything in, and then relax. Let it go completely. Relax through the back of the body. So if you're lying on the floor, feel the toes just kind of separate, the feet point to the sides of the room almost. You're letting them just flop to the side, to their most comfortable position. You're relaxing through the ankles. The calves relax and the kneecaps relax. The muscles in the thighs rest and relax, and the backs of the thighs, the bottom, just rest. Rest everything. Let it go. There's no tension. We've done quite a lot of work through the shoulders. Sorry about that. So relax through the shoulder blades. Let them melt onto the floor. And relax over the tops of the shoulders, the tops of the arms, to forearms and into the fingers and thumbs, and let them go. Release them. Relax all the muscles in the face, and the teeth just separate. Relax that frown. Almost like you've got something heavy on your face and it's just pressing down, but nicely, gently, just pressing down. Those facial expressions just leave, they go. Relax over the top of the head, around the scalp, the temples, and then just breathe. Just notice your breath. Just breathing in and out. Doesn't matter where or how, just notice that breath. And just feel that rise and fall of the ribs or the belly. Wherever you're breathing into today is fine. Long, calming, recovering breaths. And they're calm, but they're filling you, they're topping up your energy levels again. So just slowly and gently imagine the bottom of a bucket or a box. And as you breathe and relax, your energy levels are just being topped up, just inch by inch. Just feeling calm, peaceful, resting, recovering. Everything feels comfortable. There's no discomfort. There's no tightness. All your muscles feel long and relaxed, ready to go for the rest of the day. And just feel your body melting with each breath. Just give way to it. Give way to that breath. And just breathing out for another second each time. Allows your whole body to relax. Just notice that breath. You might notice it in the back of your throat, or in your mouth, or you might notice the temperature of the air that you breathe in and the air that you breathe out. Your whole body's relaxed and you're calm, rested and recovered. So we just start to move the toes gently. Maybe point the toes, flex them, and maybe just move the fingers gently. There's no rush. And then when you're ready, you're going to bring your feet up towards your bottom, and then you're going to roll over onto your side. Take your time. And then when you're ready, just come up to a seated position. Keep your eyes closed. And just roll through your spread your fingers out and make a little, not a fist, but fingers out, relax, fingers out and relax. Take a couple of long breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Wakening up your body. Shake your legs if you need to. Open your eyes, have a big fat stretch. Put your hands together and give yourself a little round of applause. Well done. Thanks for joining us. And we'll see you again next week for some more Pilates. Take care, keep stretching, and stay safe. Thanks.